Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good night, whenever you're going to watch this. I just wanted to give a story for the reason why we took pizzas off in the first place at the Fox Brewery and Pub in Carson City. I've had a lot of people ask me, it's about time that we're bringing pizzas back, and a lot of comments regarding it, why we took them off, over the year. So I figured I would give you a kind of an interesting story as to why we took them off in the first place. About a year and a half ago, I went through this self-reflection. What have I done in the past? What I plan to do in the future? What do I need to do to elevate the Fox? And one of the things that I wanted to do was try to elevate our quality of food, our service, and that was in conjunction with a rebrand, a remodel, and that was part of one of the steps that I needed to do. So I had talked to the staff, specifically the kitchen staff at the time, that I wanted to elevate the quality of our food, re-engineer it, bring in some better product, put some new items on the menu. And I got a lot of pushback. And some of these guys that I had in the kitchen were, one guy was there for 8 years. Another one that was the kitchen manager, he'd been there for 2 or 3 years. And good guys, hard workers. They were in there day in and day out, cranking away. But every time I brought up the idea of elevating the level of service and quality in the kitchen, I just got major pushback. And this was 2022, October-ish, September, October. And they just did not like it. So I went ahead and reached out to a good friend of the family, Charlie Abowd, about consulting with us to bring some new things in, re-engineer the existing plates, bring in some of the beer from the brewery, incorporate those into the dishes. And one day I told everybody that I'm going to present this to the kitchen and let them know that I'm going to be bringing in the chef, and he's going to help us elevate the level of quality and so forth. And so I just cut to it. Well, when I brought this up and I started making some changes, there was a mass exodus in the kitchen. I mean, like literally almost everyone left. At least in one day, it was around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and everybody left the restaurant. And in fact, we had several of the front of the house people, staff, went onto the kitchen line, and they started cooking the rest of the tickets because we had tickets in the window. And I got a call. My manager's like, "What do we do?" And I'm like, "What did I just do?" Right? So they ended up finishing the tickets, and we closed down the kitchen for the night and said that we had technical difficulties. And so we only had about, I think 3 or 4 people left in the kitchen. And one of them was Josefina, who's been with me for 15 years. And we had a couple other guys. And we basically just had this rocky wave in the restaurant for, a couple months of, someone to get sick. We couldn't we didn't have enough people on the staff. And I am just saying to myself, what in the F did I just do? Here I am trying to, better the restaurant. I'm going to do a remodel. I'm trying to get a new menu in there. But my consultant, Charlie, is like banging his head against the wall. He's trying to teach the 4 people that we had this new stuff. And we just needed more people. Well, one of the things that we did to alleviate the stress from the kitchen staff that we did have was to remove pizzas. And the pizza was a whole nother station, another monitor, a whole nother setup, and it was overwhelming for them. So in October of 2022, we took the pizzas off, and that is the reason why we took it off. And I got to tell you, it was the best thing that we did at the time. I think the quality of the food, the level of service, everything with the remodel has paid off dividends, and I couldn't be prouder of the team that we have right now. But I just want to let you know that was the reason why we took pizzas off. So now we haven't come out with a date yet, but we're going to be coming out with the pizzas here fairly soon. So there you have it. That's the story why we took off the pizzas. And, upward and onward.